fumble. It belongs to Philadelphia in midfield.
And that's that iffy ruling right there. When a quarterback has his hand up and he's coming dead forward on a pass, that's the iffy rule. It's very questionable whether it's a forward pass or what they rule is a tuck.
Both defensive ends, Rice and Bankston, with pressure, and Detmer and the Eagles fortunate that was ruled not a fumble. It still belongs to Philadelphia in midfield.
Now here comes the pressure inside by Rice, and then Bankston off the left side. But what you have to look for there is the arm and how far forward it's coming, or whether he's trying to pull the ball back down.
Loss of 11, 3rd and 21. Detmer throws over the middle. It is caught, and enough for a first down. Detmer to Irving Fryer, good for 24, and a Philadelphia first down at the Arizona 26.
And that's frustrating defensively. I mean, when you make a big play like the sack and you think it's a fumble and you think it's your ball, and then you have to come back out there on the field, I mean, that really takes the air out of you. It's a big letdown. And you see Holmes there again, I mean, doing a heck of a job, and that time he had them all by himself.
First down, Philadelphia. Tie game, 10-10, 7:30 left in the half. Ricky Waters go back and try the other side. Waters loses one, maybe two on the play. It was Tito Paul that was in his face as Waters tried the other side, a loss of two.
Hey, look at Ricky Waters. I mean, he's mad. He walks over to the sideline, starts yelling at the coaches. I mean, the coaches aren't out there blocking. I mean, they're not out there running. I think he's had an ongoing battle several times with offense coordinator John Gruden. And neither one of them are ashamed of it. They say, yeah, you know, we don't get along, but hey, this is football. You don't get along with everybody. Now watch Ricky. I mean, he cuts it back, goes someplace he really shouldn't have gone, and falls down, takes the loss, and then he yells at the coach.
Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. Detmer into the flat. Fullback Turner. Kevin inside the 20. Matt Darby there to make the stop, and a 3rd and a handful coming up.
And now on the other end of the spectrum, you get Kevin Turner. And Kevin will do whatever's asked of him. And it doesn't matter whether he has to block, whether he has to catch the ball, run down on special teams. It doesn't matter. I mean, he just quietly goes about his work and keeps plugging away. And he doesn't care how many balls he catches or how many times he rushes. I mean, he's just a quality player, and he fits in with the team.
He got 9 on that reception. 3rd down and 3. Detmer starts out 8 out of 14 for 122 yards. Plenty of time over the middle. Tipped incomplete, and there was no one there for Philadelphia. Penalty flag. And it's against the Eagles. And it looks like Arizona is going to accept the penalty and take
legal hands to the face. 76 offense, 10 yards.
It was on
repeat 3rd down.
Simeon Rice. You see the face mask right there? Barrett Brooks had his hand right up there on the face mask of Simeon Rice.
So a 3rd and 13. Interesting that they give Philadelphia another crack at it instead of the incompletion as they try to take Gary Anderson out of field goal range. Detmer over the middle, incomplete. Fryer the intended receiver, and they will trot Gary Anderson onto the field. Fryer's had a rough and long day already, limping off the field. Saw him with the bloody nose earlier in Gary Anderson. And Detmer's been a little hot here this afternoon so far.
And it's the 2nd time he's been mad at Chris T. Jones.
This would be a season-high 47-yard field goal for Anderson. Has the right direction, has enough distance, but a penalty flag is down on the play. And it's against Philadelphia. So take the points off the board and we'll check the flag.
Holding. 57 offense. 10 yards for deep fourth down.
That's Mark Woodard on the field goal team, and that brings up a fourth down and will take Philadelphia out of field goal range.
57 is Woodard right here at the wing. Right there. And the call is, see how he reaches out there and grabs his arm? I mean, that's stretching the rules, actually, but it looked like a pretty good block, but you can't have your arm draped out there.
High snap. Hutton gets it away, headed for the end zone, into the end zone, and Arizona will take over at their own 20. Ray Rhodes told us yesterday special teams have been killing the Philadelphia Eagles lately. A hold takes 3 points off the board, and we are still tied. Today's Aflac trivia question is, in the 1992 draft, 15 quarterbacks were chosen ahead of Ty Detmer. Only one other is an NFL starter. Who is he? The question, the 92 draft, 15 quarterbacks were chosen ahead of Ty Detmer. Only one other is an NFL starter. Who is he? He is Jeff Blake of the Cincinnati Bengals. Look how many are out of football, and a handful, 5 are backups.
Doesn't say much for that scouting combine, does it?
Not much at all. Little flea flicker, and Esiason is dropped inside the 10 by William Thomas. You can try a play like that, but you better block. And Thomas walked in and dumped Esiason.
When you have the fake handoff up there, well, the job of the back is to come up after the fake handoff and pick up the blitz. Now, Willie Thomas runs right by him.
So early first half blitzing for Philadelphia, and it's working for the most part. They're staying with it. And after a loss of 10, it's 2nd and 20 on the first Philadelphia sack of the day. And only their 27th of the season. That's McElroy. He gets to the 10. And it is 3rd and forever coming up. Here's another update from our Fox Television Center, and again, here's JB.
All right, Joe, at the Meadowlands, take a look at Dallas on the drive. Just about 2 minutes left in the half. Aikman to Irvin. Irvin has it knocked loose by Corey Whitmer. Picked up by Tito Wooten. He goes 54 yards to pay dirt. Yes, the Giants on top of the Cowboys. Back to Joe Buck and Bill Moss.
So Dallas 7-4, Philadelphia 7-4, Washington 8-4 after their overtime loss at home to San Francisco today.
By far the best division in football.
3rd and 20, Esiason gets out of trouble for the moment. Can he find the first down marker? No. Stumbles and falls at the 23, and it's time for Arizona to punt. They'll give Fuller, James Fuller, one of the extra defensive backs, credit for the tackle, and here comes Fiegels and the punt team for Arizona. Esiason got 13 yards, was 7 yards short of a first down, and Fiegels' punt heads to Marseille from around the 35. Not much. To the 42, maybe the 43. Cedric Smith there to make the stop. Back and forth, 10-10 game late in the first half.
Holding penalty took 3 points away from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now watch the wing, Mark Woodard. What his job is first he posts inside with the arm chuck, and then he comes back outside. And it looks like he got a little piece of the face mask out there. Now a lot of times out there in the wing they'll call you for hooking, Joe. You have to take away the inside first and then kind of lay out. But they thought he grabbed him like this and kind of had that hook going and pulled him down. Now then you know, one of those deals. That's a hold.
So the penalty for hooking is 5 yards. Had no idea. First down and 10 for Philadelphia. Detmer back to work. To the sideline. Good catch. Sliding grab made the near sideline. That was one of the backup wide receivers, Freddie Solomon, who came in with only 1 catch this season. Now you can give him 2 for the year. That was good for 13. Philadelphia starting this drive at their own 43. Their best field position since their opening drive, which followed that fumble and returned by Brian Dawkins. First down, quick slant thrown right back at Detmer.
Hey, Eric Hill is having a heck of a ball game. I mean, he is playing some inspired football. And for a guy who's been in Phoenix all of his career, and he suffered through all the bad times and played exceptionally good football, I mean, now is his time that he sees his team ready to take a step. They can finally come around and do something, and this guy wants to make sure that he's a part of it.
Dave McGinnis, the defensive coordinator for Arizona, has to be happy. 3 different defenders jumped up, got their hands up. Hill got it. 2nd down and 10. Throw is high and incomplete. Chris T. Jones, the intended receiver. And it's Tommy Bennett defending, and that's the 3rd different time Detmer. Now he gives Chris T. Jones a little pat on the rear, but he's been in Jones' face all day.
Yeah, well, that time he had to give him a little pat on the rear because the ball wasn't thrown to the right spot. And Chris T. Jones ran the proper route, made the proper adjustment, but Ty just didn't put the ball in the right spot. That's what that was all about. So now you have to go over and give him a little pat.
Remember, it was Chris T. Jones that had a potential game-winning catch in the end zone sail through his hands a week ago. Detmer sacked back near midfield. Credit Aeneas Williams. That for Williams, his first sack of the season.
You know, one thing about this West Coast offense for the Philadelphia Eagles is they haven't been able to complete their 3rd down percentage. It's not as high as it should be. It's about 36-37%. And that's not customary of the West Coast offense.
Ugly punt off the foot of Hutton. Returned by Dowdell, not much, well covered, and the Cardinals will take it just outside their own 20. Only a 29-yard punt, nothing on the return. The 2-time Pro Bowler Aeneas Williams comes up with a sack to stop the Eagles. This week on the Fox Tuesday Night Movie, hang on for the ultimate excitement, the ultimate adventure, the ultimate suspense. Cliffhanger, starring who else? Sylvester Stallone, Tuesday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Non-Stop Fox.
You got a little cliffhanger going here.
Yeah, there he is.
That's
almost.
Is that Cliff?
That's Cliff.
Or Norm?
Cliff watching from a butte nearby as the Cardinals take it 1st and 10 from their own 21. McElroy still in the backfield for Arizona. Sean Johnson limped off a couple of possessions ago. Esiason hammered as he completes the pass to Rob Moore. Out across the 35, and Esiason took a wallop.
Yeah, hammer's a good word.
17-yard completion on this throw.
Nailed, drilled. William Fuller, 95, as he's releasing the ball from the blind side.
Timeout on the field. 2-minute warning. First half. Good ball game. Come back, Cliff. We're not finished with a half.
A different nickel front, and they got Darian Connor, who actually this is his first game he's took snaps in this year. He's been active for 3 games, but it's the first they've active. Now they move Fuller down here to DT, and they bring Connor over to left end. And that's because Boomer Esiason's left-handed, and you get the strong, fast rush from his blind side.
Guy who a couple of years ago with the Saints had 10 sacks. Another weapon for Ray Rhodes. 1st and 10. Esiason is sacked, brought down just outside the 30, and that's the 2nd of the day for William Thomas.
Well, that was Willie Thomas who came up the gut, but the guy that pushed the pocket from the left side was the guy we were just talking about, Darian Connor. Watch Darian Connor get the push right over here on Joe Wolf. He's going to be right on Boomer's heels, and then Willie Thomas comes in and clears the thing up. And that's what they brought him in here for to do. I mean, Ray Rhodes tells you your job description, rush the quarterback.
Another throw from Esiason, this time underneath and short. Anthony Edwards, the intended receiver. Well covered by Dawkins, and now 3rd and long, 3rd and 17 coming up for Arizona.
And I can just hear Ray Rhodes, you know, telling Darian Connor this week, okay, Ben, I'm going to use you. I'm going to need you this week. I haven't used you all week. I haven't used you all year. Only a couple snaps. You only got a couple snaps, and I'm going to need you. I mean, I'm going to need you to rush the passer. I'm going to put you out there. You're going to start it left end. You're going to rush the passer. That's it. With a couple of expletives in there, and that's the whole story. And Darian Connor knows he has to rush the passer.
3rd down and 17. If he could decipher that from Ray talking to him.
He doesn't want him to jump offside.
Yeah, Connor was a little anxious as